Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Woody Collins, and this is a talk about Africa. And today we got two subjects that we want to talk about: is President Félix Tshisekedi's announcement, and we want to talk about step by step. That's some of the progress that we're doing in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. But first, let's talk about what's going on otherwise in the country. Right now, you got the COVID virus, COVID-19 coronavirus is still increasing. However, Congo has not been publishing data. However, the Johns Hopkins University and some of the BBC has been publishing nearly updated data. So you got three sets of numbers right now. Also, uh, you got the Ebola. The Ebola is steady increasing. No new numbers since yesterday was Sunday. Just things are just about going along as they thought it would be. Nothing new. So I haven't seen any new numbers on what it's been doing. However, the provincial government wants to get out as many vaccines as possible. However, they're going to be limited by the isolation and the widespread distribution of people with the Ebola this time. So that's going to be an additional hardship. However, it's nothing like what was going on over in Eastern Congo when you had fighting going on. This area is relatively secure and safe, and there is no fighting and anything that's going on. Finally, let's go ahead and talk about our main subject for today. I did not hear anything from Congo. The president of the Congo, Félix Tshisekedi, was supposed to make an announcement. We're not sure what the announcement was going to be about. They announced that it was going to be today, and at this time, it's well past 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. They do have a tendency to be a little late in their announcements. When I was there back for the last election, they didn't announce the election results until about 11 o'clock. So sometime when they make these late announcements, it's bad news, and they want to not give people a chance to get out in the streets and demonstrate. So they announce it at bedtime while people are listening to their radios, or just before the television stations go off the air. And so it's one of those tactics. So it could be some bad news. There's a lot been going on with the government, not only about the coronavirus and also about Ebola, but there's a shakeup in the military that they fired the chief of staff for the army, and a new chief of staff for the army is supposed to be starting pretty soon. So you never can tell what's going to go on, but as soon as I hear something, I will let you know, or it'll be on tomorrow's broadcast. Let's move on to step by step. As you know, I'm with Congo Helping Hands, and we have been working in the Congo since 2004. I made my first trip to the Congo in 1998 on a mission trip, and after that, a bunch of us got together, about 3 or 4 of us got together, and we started Congo Helping Hands, and officially launched in August of 2004. And we started making trips over there. We started out in the village of Bulape, which is the original mission station for the Presbyterian Church. And we started doing little by little, step by step. We built a cultural center, shipped books over, bought computers. We helped the hospital with baby packs, and to encourage mothers to come in to get their prenatal and postnatal checkups. We also started later into trying to rehabilitate the water system. And that's when I got into water and Congo helping hands kind of flipped the switch and said, water is going to be one of those things that affects not only the health of people, but also the education, because we saw mostly young girls going back and forth to the water point or wherever it was at. One day it came vividly clear. One of the teachers who was helping me out, he was walking down, we were walking down to the hill, down the hill to get some water, and he spotted one of his students, and he stopped her while she had a 40 pounds of water on her head and asked her why she wasn't in school. And she mumbled something, and the only thing, I was more embarrassed that he was stopping her from making the trip back to the village with her, with the water, but he was saying, oh, she should have been in school today. And then that kind of was one of those things that make me think that, you know, if we do water, put water closer into the village, into the center, that people can have clean water and also water that's closer, and children would not have to take the day off because it was their day to get water. So we've been doing water testing, we built water cisterns, we're drilling wells now. We bought a well drilling machine, and probably it was 2014 or 2015. And we got that over to the Congo. We tried to drill some wells. Paul Law, as I mentioned yesterday, he took the machine and drilled a couple wells, and at that point we decided to get a bigger machine that would be faster after we had got all the bugs and trial and error out of some of our filling of the water. So one of the things that we want to do is to continue making those step by steps. Congo is one of those places where there is no overnight success. Whenever you think that you have made success, something will come along and you will have to take a step back. So it's that proverbial 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. But when you continually do that, you continually to go ahead, but at a much slower pace. And that's what we're all about, is to continue the fight to increase the quality of life for our brothers and sisters in the Congo by doing little projects that make a huge difference in their lives so that we can help them. So that's in the area of education, health, and also development. We've done famine relief when there was a big disturbance that where people was mass evacuations. A lot of what they call internal displaced people from the Kasai. They were without food. We took we went over, took money, and we bought food so that people can have something to sleep. So there's always some little thing that we're doing in order to help the people. So at this point, it's little by little, step by step. There's no silver bullets. There's no things that you can think that you can go there and solve with one flip of a switch. It's a country that's really behind. So, you know, it takes persistence and patience and learning. You learn from each trip that you make over there, and it helps to have people on the ground that's reliable, that can give you some assistance, and also help you learn the cultural norms, and also to help you watch out for your back, to let you know when something is not right and when something is also right. So I'm going to end today, and I'll see you tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern, and hopefully we'll have some exciting news, not devastating news from the Congo. Hopefully the president has opened up the country a little bit more, even though United has, I looked at the United today, and they even had flights into Congo for August, but the rumors is it's not going to open back up to end of August, and under what restrictions those may be. So take care, be safe, and be blessed. We'll talk to you tomorrow.